She walks away the moment you offer her everything. She pulls back when you finally decide to give your all. And what's most confusing, she craves, with all her being, the man who seems to put in no effort at all. Female desire has never followed male logic. While you're trying to win her over with affection, availability, and endless attention, she feels a disconnect she can't even explain. It's not malice, it's that you're playing by rules she's never respected. A woman's desire isn't sparked by obvious gestures or loud declarations. It lives in the unknown, in tension, in contrast. She isn't moved by what's expected. She's drawn to what makes her imagine, to what unsettles her in a way that logic can't explain. That's what this is about the man she can't understand why she's drawn to. The one she thinks of even when he's with others, the one she's never even touched but still can't forget. This man isn't the most attractive or the strongest. He's the most elusive. And that's the switch. From here, each word takes you closer to the source of that desire. The place where it begins, grows, and turns into full surrender. Take a breath. You're about to see the game from the inside out. You were raised to believe she'd fall for your looks, your car, your body, your money. But then came the painful truth. You can have all that and she'll still feel nothing. Why? Because women don't desire with their eyes. They desire with their skin, with the atmosphere, with the tension you bring when your presence shifts the entire room. That's why she can reject the man who seems perfect and chase the one who feels powerful without effort. Her desire is primal, emotional, atmospheric. Looks are a minor detail, often meaningless. What matters is what she feels in your presence, even in silence. That brings us to a powerful truth. Her desire is triggered by context, not appearance. You can be charming, wealthy, and smell amazing. But if your energy is anxious, needy, or weak, you won't be desired. You'll be noticed, then forgotten. Robert Greene nails this in The Art of Seduction. He says, seduction isn't about how you look, it's about the emotional tone you create. It's the vibe, not the visual. Women are emotional radars. They detect what even you don't know you're giving off. That's why she pulls away when you try to prove your value and moves closer when you just exist as you are. She craves something steady yet mysterious, strong yet relaxed, present but not clingy. She wants to feel, and feeling isn't logical. It's instinctual. This core difference between male and female desire changes a game entirely. Men are switches, see, like, want. Women are volume knobs, gradual, rising, emotional waves. And if you can't manage the buildup, she'll tune out before you even realize. Her desire grows in uncertainty, in absence with intention, in silence that makes her wonder. In movements that don't rush, she's not waiting to be told you love her. She's waiting to wonder if you do. That's everything. Cleopatra wasn't the most beautiful, but she was the most unforgettable. Caesar and Mark Antony weren't captivated by her looks, but by her presence, her energy, her aura. That's what real desire is made of. The parts of you she can't fully grasp, but feels pulled toward. And the man who understands this gains an immense edge. He stops trying to impress. He starts radiating. He stops chasing. He becomes the one chased. And not through games, but through awareness. You don't need to change how you look. You need to shift your energy, how you walk in, how you hold a gaze, how you pause when you speak, how you stay composed even when emotions rise. That's what she's wired to respond to. Because once she feels that, her body reacts before her mind can stop it. And suddenly, you're not just anyone, you're unforgettable. But here's where most men ruin it. The biggest mistake they make is not in how they feel, but in when they reveal it. Female desire can't be rushed. It's a slow burn, a quiet spark that builds in uncertainty. But you, in your rush to win her, flip on all the lights. You say too much, do too much, give too much, and she walks away. It feels cruel. It feels unfair. But it's instinct. When you give too soon, you kill the tension. When you offer too much before she even wonders, you erase the mystery. When you declare love before she's even curious, you become obvious. And nothing kills attraction faster than predictability. At first, she doesn't want confirmation that you love her. She wants to question it. She wants the tension, the subtle hint, the emotional suspense. When you move too fast, whether with gifts, words, or messages, you don't come across as romantic. you come across as anxious. And anxiety smells like desperation, and she can sense that from miles away. The man who constantly proves his worth doesn't believe in it himself, and that's loud. She wants a man who doesn't need her to desire him, because he already sees his own value. He doesn't beg, he exists. That's what attracts her. The man who isn't trying too hard, who isn't bending, who doesn't chase, that's the man she remembers. Most men are taught to always be nice, always available, always agreeable. But to her, that doesn't feel like love. It feels like weakness, like a man with no standards, no strength, no edge. And deep down she wonders, if you give yourself so easily, do you give yourself to everyone? What you think is affection, she reads as desperation, and desire dies. Green explains this with the archetype of the ideal lover, the one who creates intrigue, contrast, emotional theater. He doesn't win her over with logic, he casts a spell with mystery. That's the real key. Her desire isn't transactional, it's narrative, it's a story, and a story needs suspense. The man who understands this balances presence with absence. He shows up with purpose, he disappears with intent. He creates pauses for her to imagine.